Welcome to Diary of a Publisher. Here we don't just talk, we explore, question, and push beyond the ordinary. In this snippet, we dive into a moment that truly matters, and if you're ready to see things from a fresh perspective, you're at the right place. Let's get started. PM Modi's speech yesterday from the Independence Day speech, where he was mentioning some policies from his neighborhood first policy. Is that the right way to go, sir?
We have great aspirations as a nation to rise up to standards and to preeminence in the world affairs, which is rightly our due. And to do that, no nation can rise up to preeminence till the time we have the capacities to take a neighborhood with us. And so the thrust of the Prime Minister's talk, in fact, mentioned Bangladesh also, which is, as you are aware, recently had issues. So the thrust of resolving neighborhood and taking the neighborhood with us is actually key to our ambitions of becoming a power to reckon with in the world. Yes, so that's a very major issue brought about by the Prime Minister yesterday's speech.
We see a lot of problems with our neighborhood at the moment. There's an ongoing problem with China. There is a problem with Pakistan. We see a problem in Bangladesh now. There's a lot of Modi out stature at a lot of places. Even Maldives saw a lot of backlash. What is your take on that, sir?
So it was more India out than Modi out. India out was spoken in Maldives, is also spoken across in Bangladesh. And there was a neighborhood first policy brought about by the Prime Minister. When he took over in first time in 2014, he got all the neighbors, leaders, including Nawaz Sharif, for his swearing in. So there was a thrust out there. The Prime Minister Modi made a singular endeavor in which he landed up for the wedding of the grandchild of Nawaz Sharif in Lahore, which was a great step forward. And, in the era of two terms, before 2020 happened, there were 13, 14 meetings of the principals with Chinese. President Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Modi met 14 times. There were distinct attempts made. We had very good relations with Sheikh Hasina. And when Sri Lanka was having a problem, a very severe problem of in the economy, it made a change. We actually gave assistance worth millions of dollars, 3 to 4 billions maybe we would have spent in Sri Lanka. So the changeover that we have seen, the attempts made were genuine to reconcile issues with the neighbors. But as things today stand, we have work to do. We have work to do with all our neighbors. Firstly, the SAARC became a non-starter as an organization. We are the least interconnected region in the world. We have intra-trade very minuscule, trade with other parts of the world very minuscule. There are relationships which are not developing the way relationships are developing. And there are inroads being made by the Chinese into most of the neighborhood in a deep manner. So, to say that a neighborhood doesn't have problems with, that will be underplaying it. We have problems with our neighborhood, and we need to have neighborhood policies going in a focused manner in each one of these countries. Despite the fact that the Chinese will have inroads there, Chinese with deep pockets would have great amount of engineering work, infrastructure work, power sector in all these countries, we still have to maintain our relationships and have the neighborhood going across. Otherwise, our ambitions to go in the global stage will not reach that level.
Is that the only reason to get your neighbors in the right track to become a global leader, or are there other implications as well?
Yeah, we have this same ethnicity. There are same people, the same language, same affinities, same dress, same humor. We have the same types of jokes being by the comedians on either side of the border. We are same region. To say that we cannot go as one. We have best of friends outside India. We are in the subcontinent. There are issues here. So there are tendencies to being centrifugal here and not centripetal as rightly we should be. The region as one has tremendous amount of potential. We have capacities to combine together, and we will be a force to reckon with in the world. But that's not moving in the right direction in the way it should be done, especially in matters of economy and trade, which are not developing. And we are also an impoverished region. We are very highly demographically very large population here. still requires work to do in manners of employment and getting suitable employment, suitable money, poverty alleviation programs, healthcare, so many issues. So the region, and being the largest country, 1.4 billion people, we ought to take the leadership role automatically.
You have just heard a glimpse of the conversation. The full story? It's waiting for you in the complete episode of DOAP. If you're eager to explore the forces shaping our world, make sure to subscribe. We're just scratching the surface, and the next conversation might just change how you see the world.